Hi, my name is Juannean. My name actually means God's graceful flower. I am a core artist at Redlines Reach Studio, and I'm so happy to be one because Reach Studio is absolutely dope. And I'm very glad to be a part of this year's 48 hours online virtually, the first virtual 48 hours, which is kind of cool. My installation this year is called Black Lives Matter, the Millionaire series, and this is episode 1. And I'll tell you it's episode 1 because I actually would like for this to continue on in whatever way. I'm not exactly sure how it will, but I would like to continue to feature other Black millionaires, which is what this series is about. My first millionaire that I am featuring is Barney Ford. It's so cool, the story of Barney Ford, if you have not heard it. And I won't make any spoilers if you have not heard about Barney Ford. You can watch my installation. But Barney Ford is so dope. I first heard the name when I was a little girl. I'm actually a Colorado native, and I grew up in Montbello my elementary years. And I remember playing outside in Montbello. We walked by this school called Barney Ford. It never really occurred to me to think about who this person was or where the name of the school came from. I just remember Barney Ford School, and that was the place we'd go to play in the park or meet up with our friends. It was not until I think maybe last year that I actually discovered the magnificence of Barney Ford's story through my partner. And he was telling me about a comic book or a small comic series that he wrote. I think it was a 2-page comic that he wrote on Barney Ford. And some other things that he's done and some research. And I was like, oh my gosh, this story is absolutely amazing. And I almost said ironically, not so ironically, I believe it was divine alignment. Just before he told me about this story, I was driving by downtown and I remember looking up at the Capitol, and there was like this stained glass of somebody, and I was just, my spirit was just kind of drawn to it. And so I just kept looking, and I was like, that looks like a Black man. Is that a Black man at the top of the Capitol? It just almost didn't even seem real. And I was like, no way. And so when my partner began to tell me about the story about Barney Ford, I was like, I think I saw a stained glass window of him at the Capitol. And sure enough, Barney Ford has a stained glass window in the Capitol of Colorado. It's pretty amazing. And this man is just absolutely phenomenal. There's something I want to touch on about that didn't quite make it in my installation, and so it won't be a spoiler, so don't worry about that at all. But Barney Ford, he actually helped Colorado to have suffrage rights. He went to Washington, D.C. to lobby for the 15th Amendment. It was 15th or 18th Amendment. I have to look, and I'm still learning all this. I'm very new to it. So if it's one of those, 15th or the 18th Amendment, that allows us to vote as African American people. And it's pretty amazing how he did that. And his wealth gave him a status in Colorado that will be remembered forever, because he didn't just use his wealth as a means of control. He used it to actually help people. And there is another point that I would like to make about Barney Ford, and that is that he helped to educate African American students, freed slaves. He made sure that they were able to have an education. And I think that is so important for us as individuals to take the success that we have and that we gain and to do something that makes a positive impact on the world, which is why I really wanted to feature Barney Ford first. One, I'm a Colorado native, so it was pretty amazing to hear this story that has come out of the state that I'm from. And 2, to hear such a successful story about a Black person. And I'm just really grateful to have this opportunity to share the story of Barney Ford with you all and to continue learning. This is actually a process for me as an African American woman to get to know my own history. There's so much about Black history that I do not know. So being able to feature different Black millionaires is an opportunity for me to actually learn my own history. So as I was making this installation for Redline, I was learning about Barney Ford for the second time. The first time was through my partner, which is just, it's really just blowing my mind. But it's a fun process for me. And I'm always willing to learn, and I'm an avid learner. I believe it's important for us to always continue to learn and to be open to expanding our knowledge and be open to learning those things that we just might have thought we known and we didn't know. So, as an African American woman, no, not all Black people know Black history because I'm a Black person that does not know Black history. I know bits and pieces. But you know what? I'm learning. I'll be 35 on August 21st. And in my 35 years, finally, I'm getting to really know my history as an African American woman. And it's my pleasure to be able to share this journey with you all. Thank you so much for allowing me the opportunity to have this installation and to share with you all the beautiful life of Barney Ford. And I look forward to sharing more with you all in the future. God bless and stay creative. Peace.